All right, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone currently on this call. So, welcome once again for the evening class for the backend track. So, today we'll be having Olivia, is a senior software engineer at Flurry, and he'll be taking us on sending emails and SMS onto this class. So, yeah, Olivia, you can start. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. Sorry for the delay too as well. So today we'll be talking about sending emails and SMS. So with the SMS, you'll be using Africa Talking, and for the mail, we'll be using mailgun to to do the to send the emails. All right. So first you have to have a mailgun account. So there are going to be two formats. You try one sending email with just uh normal text, and also one with sending with an HTML, and another one with an email template. The kind of emails that you get that looks very cool and it looks very organized and professional. We'll try that one too as well. Yeah. And for the Africa is talking, we'll just send like normal text message, hello world text messages. Okay. Yeah. So for the purpose of this class, I've set up a normal or a simple Express application. I hope you guys know about that already. So I just initialize. I just created a new package and just put in um, Express. So it's just a normal Express setup over here. All right. So first, let's go with the mail gun. So for the mail gun, yeah, you're supposed to have set up an account, and when you set up an account, a domain will be created for you. So you need a domain before you can create or you can send an email. Okay. Usually the domain can be your company's email, or it can be your own and not your own email, your own like how you get an email from Google, that is from how do I even say it? You get an email from google.org, yeah, some kind of, yeah, like the domain like that. Yeah, so this is a sandbox, or yeah, sandbox domain that was given to me by uh, Morgan, but you can create or add a custom domain. You just have to make sure you upgrade your package, uh, your pricing details, and you're going to have it. Yeah. So when you log in into your Morgan account, you just go to like the domain. It's going to be closed. So you just come underneath the domain, then just click on the domain. So there are two ways of sending emails. There's the SMTP way that allows you to send like do the configuration and using the SMTP to send the email. Or you can use they have pre-built APIs that allow you to send their emails, which is the way we are going to go. It's the popular way, and it's simple and flexible as well, just as they say over here. So we'll be using that one. You just select it and it gives you your API key, which is very important. You need your API key to make the request, and you'll be doing it in Node. All right. So let me come here. I hope you guys can see my screen. Emanuela, can you confirm that for me?
Oh, yes, we can.
Okay, that's great. All right. So
Please, can
this
you increase your font, Olivia?
my okay, sure.
Could you increase
Um,
the font?
yeah, I can. Uh, sorry. Control P. Is this okay? Or it's too small? This looks atrocious.
So this is better. No, you can take it one more time.
One more time.
Yeah, this is good.
This okay, okay, all right, sure. So we are going to follow the steps like that has been given to us over here. It's almost the same way, but I've just tried to modify the code slightly. Yeah. So this is it. So first you have to download the package from npm or the package manager that you're using. So first you run the command like yarn. I used yarn, so yarn mailgun.js. Then it's going to pull in the mailgun package for you, and you need this form data for mailgun to use it for their serialization. Okay, so you have to and add. Okay, so you have these two packages. So first you import the default export from those packages, and you instantiate a new mailgun instance over here and pass in the serializer or the form inputs, the form data, how it should be serialized. So you pass it the form data over here. All right. So with that one done, you have created a new instance of mailgun, but you need to pass it your username and your API key. So the API key is the key that you are going to get over here. This numbers over here, or this alphanumeric over here. So you pass it to the key, then the API name, the username, it's going to be provided for you. If you just check the code base here, yeah, it's API. All right, so you just pass that one here. Okay, so if you are using something like an Express, you would like to create a service which sends the messages. So a service like this, like send mailgun email, it's going to take 2 things. So the most important thing is those who are going to receive the email and the message which you want to send to them. So in the mailgun documentation, it takes in the domain. This is the domain I was talking about. So it takes in the domain and the data that you want to use to send the email. So the data that will be used to send the email is from which email that it's being sent from, the to, which is who is going to receive the email, the subject of your email. Either you are passing it a text, a simple email, or an HTML kind of email, which is going to use the template, or you can type in the HTML directly here, which are going to explore all of them. Yeah. So a simple service like that takes the recipient and take also the message if necessary. Yeah. So we are going to start with the basic one, which is the sending of emails with a simple message. All right. So this from email here usually is the domain name and a particular name here. You can pass something like no reply and give it what it should be called. So you can call it no reply. Usually that's what shows. Let me open the email. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's usually that what's going to show over here. So if you put in no reply over here, it's going to show at the top here no reply, and the poster where it came from is going to be the no reply at your domain.org. If it was your company is google.com, let me just cut this, google.org, that's what is going to show over here. But you don't have access to that domain, so you're going to stay with our sandbox one. All right. So just as I said, we are going to start with a simple one. So mailgun allows you to send three types of messages. There's the one that accepts just a normal text. You can pass it a string. So we are going to pass our message here as a variable, oh, as an argument, sorry. So we pass in message. All right. And you are also going to pass in the recipient. So I'm using a sandbox, and the sandbox allows me to just send emails to the email that was created with it. So it's kind of a restriction. I have to upgrade my account before I can send it outside. But the normal circumstance, this tool can take a string or it can take an array. So you can either pass it an array of emails, which are strings, which you want them to receive the email, or you can just pass it just one, like Oliver or Trey at gmail.com. Yeah, this one works, or this also work. X at gmail. Text at gmail.com. Both instances work. Okay. So you can pass it through as an array or a string from here and just pass it down to this guy. Okay. Yeah. So first, I'm assuming that it will be coming as as an array. So I spread them in addition, even though we are not going to use it. All right. Then the subjects are hello world. Let's just make it hello world. Then we'll pass our message down here. Okay. So it's an async, or it returns a promise. So we have to wait on it. Then per the responses that we get, if it shows an error, it's going to be catched here. Then it throws down to the particular route handler to handle it. Yeah. I hope everyone understands me. All right. So when you come to the Express application, it's very basic. So here we have a route handler over here that receives a post method, yeah, request through this link over here. Then it's going to come with a body that contains the emails and the message that you want to send down to those in the email. Okay, so let's save it. Then let's give it a try. I use standard client for my requests. Yes. So let me run the application first. So run it with yarn dev. Then just close this one. So localhost port 3000. Since the application is running on port 3000, if you check here, it's running on port, and port is 3000. Okay. So /send. All right. So it's a post method, and we are going to pass it a body over here. All right. So here we pick the emails. Tests at gmail.com. We are going to pass our message. Wonderful class. All right. So we're going to send the request. Hopefully it works. Okay, so we had an error and it says could not send the email. Let's just check what's happening. So just as the details you can see over here, it says you can't send, this domain is not allowed to send because of the free account stuff. So over here, we are just going to omit the recipient. Okay, just for now, let's just use my email for the testing. If you upgrade your account, you can send email to anyone that you want to send to. So let's try again. Okay, so it says sent successfully. All right, then let's check my emails. Scroll up. All right, so if you check your email like that and you can't find it, just go to your spam and check. Yeah, so it came 0 minutes ago, and it came with the message. You see here, it's no reply with the domain. The subject is hello world, just as we provided here. All right. So this is the simple way of sending the email. There's another way of sending it with an HTML, where you provide it an HTML. And let's pass it like this. And H1. Sorry. That's our email, our message over here. All right. So this one is going to send it as an HTML instead of a normal text. All right, let's try again. All right, email sent successfully. Let's refresh. Okay. See, this time around, compare the difference. This one is the normal text one, and this is the HTML version one. So see, this is quite different. There's a huge difference between the two. All right. So apart from these two ways where you can send a normal text and an HTML, there's a more organized one that allows you to send emails using a template created on Mailgun. Okay. So when you go to Mailgun and you go to the template section over here, yeah, so usually you'll see nothing over here, but you can create a new message template. And there are two ways of building it in HTML directly or using the drag and drop feature. So I think the drag and drop is quite easier. So let's try that one. Okay, so you have to provide it the name. Access templates. Provide a description. All right. Then you create. All right, so it's going to give you something like this. Yeah, so now you have the ability to design it to your own specification. So you can add an image here. So you'll pick an image from pixel.com. Let's copy image address back here. And let's update. All right. Sometimes it doesn't show. Yeah. Then you save. So see the image has been added for us. We can make some adjustments here. the rest. Yeah. Can put any text over here. You can decide to remove columns if you don't want them. Yeah. Shorten this. All right. Then you are good to go. You can go crazy with the designs. Yeah. Then you can save and close. When you're done saving, it's going to give you the template name over here. Okay. So some templates, you can also add variables to the template and be able to customize the email as much as possible, where you will see the name of the person and just send it along here. But we are not going to do that here. So since you have the email, the template name, you just come here, you pass in template, and you pass in the name of the template. All right. All right, so you save it. Then let's make another request. Let's send a new email. Okay, so sent successfully. Let's check my email again. Okay, so I received the message. I think the image is not showing. Let's just see. Looks safe. Let me just. Reload. Sorry. Okay, so since I marked it as not a spam, you see the image is showing. So you can be able to pass variables that will be like have the rest of your lifetime, Oliver, and make the emails like more personalized. So that is the other option of sending emails with mailgun. Yeah, so on that front, we are done with most of the ways of sending emails with mailgun. So these are the three common available ways of sending emails with mailgun. Either the text message, the normal text, adding an HTML directly here, or passing a template here. Okay, so you can't use all of them together. You have to use one at a time. Yeah. Any question at this point?
Okay, there's no question, but if there are questions, I will display it on the screen for you to see.
All right, sure. All right. So the next thing available is sending SMS with Africa stalking. Don't know. Africa talking. Yeah. So first you have to create an account. So when you create an account with Africa is talking, it gives you a default sandbox. So a sandbox allows you to test the SMS application, or you simulate the sending of SMS, but your users do not receive it, and you also do not incur costs for sending of the SMS. So every SMS that you send costs you an amount. I think since my account is in Ghana cities, or it was created with Ghana as the country, it charges 8 pesos on every SMS. Yeah, so we're going to use the sandbox for the texting. So we won't be receiving the text message, but when we upgrade our account or we try to use a live version account or a new app, we are going to be able you will receive the text message, and it's going to work the same way as the sandbox works. Okay, so you go to, when you log in, you just go to Sandbox app. Yeah. Okay. So you'll be needing your username. Hold on. Yeah, your username and your API key. So if it's a new account, you probably will not have an API key. So you go to your settings, then you go to your API key. So you have to generate a new API key. You pass in your password, the password to your account over here. Then you just click on generate. Then it's going to generate a new API key for you. You just copy it and you can insert it in your code, just as I've done over here. All right. So Africa is Talking provides us with APIs, just as mailgun does for sending SMS. So you're going to pull in their package from the npm store. So this is their package. So just copy, go here, and add Africa is Talking, and you press it, enter. It's put in the package and you are good to go. Yeah. So first you have to initialize the Africa is Talking. So during the initialization, you need the API key that you generated from the side and the username, which is usually on the dashboard side. If it's even an application, a live application, you get it from the same places. The API key from the setting and the username from the dashboard. Okay. Yep. So after you have initialized the the instance, then you come here. There's an SMS property on it, and it also has a send property. The send property takes this three agreements. It takes the recipient's country, the recipient's phone number, the message that you want to send, and the from. So the from here is either a short code or an alphanumeric that what's the name? Africa is Talking assigns to you. Okay. So to get you don't just put any random number here, any name or any random value over here. So they provide it for you. So if you want a short code, you come here to my short code and you request for a short code, and they're going to create a short code. You provide your short code over here and submit it, and they're going to reach back at you. I think it takes 48 working hours for them to reach back at you. And if you want an alphanumeric, you come to for the existing ones, this is where you see them. But if you want to create a new one, you go to create a new provider. Since this is a sandbox, when I create it, it's going to be available like right now. Yeah. But if it is the live instance, be aware that it's going to take at least 48 working hours. Okay. So you provide that value over here. Since I have Oliver over here already, so I don't need to change it. All right. Then it returns a promise, so you have to await on it, just as we did for the mailgun. Okay. If there's any error, it throws it down to the route handler for it to send it out to the user. So this is our route handler over here. So the route handler is a post route handler. When it serializes the body, it expects a phone number and a message. And when the SMS is able to send successfully, it returns a JSON response that says successfully sent SMS. If it couldn't, it sends a response with 500 internal server error, then with this message here as well. Okay. It's very simple. Okay. All right. So let's go to our test over here. Let's replace this. with SMS. So just as I said, we expect a phone number. Let me check again. Phone and message. So phone and a message. Okay. So with a phone number, there is a caveat. So it has to be in this format plus 233, which is the country code that you want to send the SMS to. And the plus is very important. So please don't forget that. Then you continue with the phone number of the person. Something like this. Yeah. So this is a valid phone number. In case you remove the plus, it's not going to work. Right. Then you pass in the message which you want the user to receive. So it can be something like "Hello world. Today's class was." All right. So something like this. Then you can now send a request. So when you send a request, it says successfully sent. So if you remember, I said when you're in a sandbox, whenever you send a message, you do not receive it. But we have an assurance that when you check the response that comes from Africa is talking, it says that the SMS was sent successfully and it would have cost this amount over here if I was using the live instance. So the sandbox gives us a way to test the API, be able to integrate it, and be able to push it outside for our users to use it, even without testing with like normal or cost, and also gives us the assurance that it's going to work. Okay, yeah. So if I switch to a live account, it's going to send the test message, and I'm going to receive this test over here. All right. Yeah. So that is it for the sending of the SMS to as well. Yeah, quite simple. You can write it in ways to make it more reusable for the SMS and the email as well. So that's up to you guys. Yeah, your creativity. So that's it for today's class of sending emails and SMS. Yeah.
Okay, Olivia, I think we have a couple of questions. So
All
I'll be
right. Shoot.
displaying it on the screen so you can answer them.
All right. Is there a way you can combine two mail services, and is it advisable? I wouldn't. Okay, so you can come. You not sending them at the same time. That means you'll be sending the person two mails, like two mails. Let's say you have Sendgrid and you have mailgun, and you use mailgun to send a particular email, and also use Sendgrid to send the same email. Then it's going to be like feeling like a spam to the users. You don't want to bug your users that way. So you can use both in the sense that when one fails or when one particular service is down, then the other one is going to kick in. So one is going to be like the main one, and the other one is going to be like a backup service that is going to be like mitigating your like the downtimes of each service. But it's hardly will you get so such down services. And when you are going with those two services, each one has a pricing that comes with it. So you have to bear that one in mind. That let's say you are paying SendGrid like $100 every month or $100 every month, and you're paying Milgan $100. That is $200, which you could have used just one. So yeah, it's up to you. The next question. Okay, so Node Mailer is it's a package that allows you to send emails. So it does not come with its own SMTP, neither does it come with its own APIs. So Node Mailer is very open. You can integrate your own SMTP like how mailgun has its SMTP. So you just do the configuration for the Node Mailer package to use the SMTP of mailgun to send the messages. In such a way, you can also use another SMTP like the like the Gmail SMTP or the Yahoo Mail SMTP or Mailgrid, Sendgrid SMTP. It's a very open package that allows you to use any SMTP for your mailing purpose. It's just a package. It's not like it can't send the emails on their own. Yeah. The next question. How can you explain what's no Africa? Okay, so Africa Tokens API is just for sending SMS. Yeah, so I don't think there's much explanation for that one. So if you need an application or a service for sending SMS, that's when you use the like API. Yeah, they have different features for sending bulk SMS and scheduled SMS to us. So yeah. Next question. In the What are the live use case of for implementation? So for something like the SMS, in case your application has an OTP feature in it, like a one-time password, that's a good way to implement it or use the SMS for it. You can also send a one-time password through the email. It's cool, but usually people tend to use the phone for that. And when you want to run, minutes, in case you want to run an advert, like when somebody signs on into your application, you want them to receive a welcome email. That's when you use the mailgun to fire out the emails out, depending on what activity happened. Yeah. Next question. For starters, I'll refer you to use the mailgun and the Africa stocking. Yeah. There's not much difference for the three. Africa stocking is just for sending SMS. It has nothing to do with email. For SendGrid and mailgun, it's for sending emails only. So it usually boils down to pricing and some smaller or small differences in terms of like the supports that you get and the things features that are available to you. I think Morgan fits in, and it's the pricing is very the free version is even good. So you can start with Morgan, and Africa is talking as sending your SMS. But Africa is talking does not have any free version. When it comes to SMS, there's no free version. Yeah. Yeah, it can be sent dynamically, just as you could see in the application. The emails or the text message were not hard coded; they were sent from the client to the backend. Just the same way you can do it in the backend application, where you extract that function that sends the email or the SMS and passing the email, depending on which particular SMS that you want to send or the email that you want to send, so that it's not hard coded. Yeah. it can be done. Next question. Yeah, you can send several SMS simultaneously, and same for the text message to us. Emails and text message. You can send bulk. There are bulk APIs for those ones, which you can use. Yeah. How can you send message to multiple numbers? That's a good question. Uh, a minute. Let me check the code right here. So yeah, just as the email can take an array of emails. I just checked the code base for Africa stocking, and it also can accept an array of phone numbers. Yeah, or either just a string of phone number. Yeah. So it can receive multiple multiple numbers, and it's going to dispatch the SMS. Next question.
All right, I think that's the last question. That's the last question. So thank
Oh,
you so much, Olivia, for today's class.
all right.
Thank you so much for today's class. And for everyone on the call, you can connect with Olivia on LinkedIn. So I'm going to display his LinkedIn handle. So please do well to connect with him via LinkedIn. If you have questions as regards to today's topic, please do well to send him a message and connect with him. And if you have other questions, you can also reach out to him. And also, I dropped the link to his LinkedIn profile on the chat. So do well to click the link and connect with him. Thank you so much, Olivia, for today's class. Thank you so much for joining us today and teaching us today. And thank you for everyone that was patient to the end. Thank you so much. And also, we have a Q&A session for the backend track. So do well to join us by 9 p.m. tomorrow at West African time on our Discord channel. So if you are not on Discord, please do well to join our Discord community. Thank you so much, Olivia. Yeah, I think we've come to the end of today's class. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Nice
Bye,
meeting you.
everyone. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Thank you.